Okay, YouTube, check this out. This is probably like whatever, 4 years later. So what I got going on, this is my Pure Wash. This little, I guess it's a reed switch or something, but there's a ball in here that travels up and down and it needs to be detected by this switch. I put a neodymium magnet. I just reversed its polarity, so it's actually floating this little ball a little higher than it was before. I don't know why it's dropped down, but the switch wasn't being made. It could be because I have a newer washer that does a restriction and doesn't allow enough flow. Next, I decided to put a little timing circuit on here so that even though this thing cycles on and off really short, it won't really matter. I'll still keep the ozone generator on the entire time. So with the old washers, you have the drum would fill up with water. With the new washers, it doesn't do that anymore. It does these quick little short cycles. So this timer, when this triggers, it just goes on for 25 seconds, regardless of whether this is running or not, which then allows the ozone to be generated through here, right? We have the UV light that comes on over here. Then it gets pulled through here. This is, I believe it's the high voltage side of it, where this creates the ozone, and then the Venturi sucks it up into here. So I think it's working out pretty good. I can smell ozone again, which is fantastic. I just smelt the laundry and it didn't smell that musty, moldy smell. And I know you know what I'm talking about. There's something about that smell that you just go like, yeah, I need to get something better. So just by chance, if you look at my old video, you'll see that I found this at a discount store. And I've seen other people purchase it and install it. I just want to say I still like this product. Uh, I just had to do this little trick right here, this little mod, putting a magnet here to float this just a little bit higher. It could be because maybe I have a restriction in here or my faucet here, but I have this as high as it can go, so I think the restriction is actually on the outlet going into the washer. So if you have any comments or anything like that, let me know. I'll break this down real quick for you so you can see what I actually did. I took this little timer circuit, and what it does is that when you make a contact with the switch over here, when this makes contact, it then says, okay, program this to be on for a certain amount of time. Turn this relay on. So this relay is normally open, and then what I do is I come down here and I actually just have it normally closed. I'll probably remove this little device here only because I think I figured out what was going on, and that would be this little float doesn't travel, or this little ball doesn't travel high enough to actually trigger this switch. So one thing to remember is that these new washers, they're cycling on and off real short. So this needs a little time to fire up and it needs some time to pull into here. So I can tell that mine is just cycling on and off, and I can't smell the ozone anymore. And I know my clothes smell worse than they did before. So now that I've gotten rid of my drum type washer, I now have a new low flow or low water or reduced water, and this thing doesn't work out right. So I hope this just helps somebody out. I hope someone, checks this out, puts a magnet on there and watches this switch go on and off a little better. But all right, just wanted to do a follow-up of this. Leave your comments because this obviously needs a comment for this. All right, good luck, you guys.